Welcome back. Well, this has to be the most interesting news clip of the day, perhaps of the week or the month even. This is interesting what's happening in Germany. Now, of course, we all know about the big gun shooting in Germany, the story on that. If you're not sure of that, just look on our website. I will clip it to the end of this video. You'll see a clip on it. The incident in Germany that we don't want to talk about. Now, today we're talking about what's happening in Germany. And in Germany, JW.org is panicking. We're going to read a letter that JW.org put out. We think they put it out to the world. This letter was leaked in Germany, in Europe, and it's all regarding what's going on in Japan. So JW.org is panicking right now. So let's get right into it. Here's the news article. It's brand new. This is brand new news, December 10th, 2023. And it's Human Rights Day in Germany. They look to Japan. And we're going to look at this article in a second here, but let's look at we're going to look at the founders of this article. What's happening in Germany? They put this article or this JZ help out. It's out there for everyone to tell their stories. It's designed for Jehovah's Witnesses. Here, let's just look at this before we get into the article. It says, the purpose of our association, we are an association of religiously and ideologically independent people from Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and Italy. We have made it our mission to provide information about human rights violations among Jehovah's Witnesses, in brackets JW, sects, the destructive groups in general, and to provide psychological and legal help to those who want to leave this religion. So can you imagine, folks? I wish we had this in Canada. I wish we had this in Canada, and maybe it's coming. Sometimes in Europe, they're way ahead of us. Japan, way ahead of us. So this is what's happening, folks. A helpline so you can go in and get legal help. Legal help, and you're in with a whole bunch of people. You're not alone. This is a destructive organization, and it's coming out. So here's what they say. The association makes a contribution toward promoting democratic government, public health care, and the protection of children and young people. And so here's a kind of a little video.
Herzlich willkommen auf der Website von JZ und schön, dass Sie uns gefunden haben. Stellen Sie sich vor, ein Kind wird wegen der Religionszugehörigkeit der Eltern total verängstigt, ausgegrenzt und von höherer Bildung abgehalten. Stellen Sie sich vor, eine Jugendliche darf wegen ihres Glaubens keinen Kontakt zu ihrem Vater, zur Mutter oder den Geschwistern haben.
Ich heiße Hannah. Als meine beiden Schwestern damals die Zeugen Jehovas freiwillig verlassen haben, stand uns ganz klar die Wahl. Entweder kompletter Kontaktabbruch zu meinen Geschwistern oder soziale Isolation von der kompletten Gemeinschaft der Zeugen Jehovas. Das heißt, komplette Bestrafung, denn man hatte keinen Kontakt, außer die innerhalb der Gemeinschaft.
Ich war circa 10 Jahre alt, als mein Vater von den Zeugen Jehovas ausgeschlossen wurde.
So I just put the subtitles on for a bit here. This is kind of what it's about. And these people are all giving their stories. They're talking about this association that they designed. I'm going to put a link in below to the to this, but we're going to go back to the article and what's happening in Germany. Now I just have to translate this back to English. There we are. Okay, Human Rights Day. So here's what's happening. Activists in Japan. I'm going to put this on the other screen here so you can see it maybe a little better. Activists in Japan. Just hold on here. Okay, so activists in Japan denounce the human rights violation against children within Jehovah's Witnesses. The government takes the denounced violation seriously and public interest is high. Meanwhile, the Watchtower organization of Jehovah's Witnesses is reacting in panic. So there you go, folks. This is not my words. This is what's happening. We're going to show you a letter that the Watchtower sent out, and you can see for yourself that they are, in fact, reacting in panic. Now, talks here about December 1st, the European branch sent out an email to the members, to all the Jehovah's Witnesses, in important roles. So they sent this out to higher up roles, and this letter got leaked. So we have a copy. We're going to look at it in a second. And they said we're looking for positive statements from the authorities, but also from experts such as school directors, teachers, professors, and academics. And they go on to say you should, if possible, on the official letterhead, express yourselves positively about Jehovah's Witnesses, about your experience in raising children. The organization's materials for children are positive contributions of Jehovah's Witnesses, young people in the society. And the reason for this request is a worrying development in Japan. But the country should not be named. So they don't want to name the country, but they want to get letters. It sounds like they're going all over the world. So anyways, this article in Germany, here's what it's showing everyone in Germany about everything that's gone on in Japan. And I'm going to skim through this really quick because there's a lot of stuff here. We covered most of this stuff on our channel on previous videos about Japan. And I'll pin some of that at the end of this video. Now, they're talking about a group of lawyers that put this off, the press conference, there's videos, everything's in this article. The hearing in the parliament, we did a video on that, where the Prime Minister made a statement. He said, we're going to fix this. Sexual abuse survey done by JW Child Abuse Damage Archive Group. There's a lot of research that went, and they say this was 10 years in the workings. Letters from Central Europe branch requesting the assistance. So here it is. This is this letter that they're sent out. Against the background of the developments in Japan described above, Settler's letter can be understood as an attempt to limit damage. And this is what's going on right now within the governing body. They're sending this letter out. They're trying to build a case up for the world. You see, the world's coming at them. And the world is collaborating. Germany's collaborating with Japan, Switzerland, all over. Everyone is collaborating, and now they have to build a case. So here's what they're saying. They're panicking. They're saying, dear sisters and brothers. Why did you see they put sisters first? They never do that. They go, dear brothers and sisters. Sisters are always last. This is different. He says, we are writing to you today about a sensitive and very urgent matter in which we would like to ask for your help. We have a meeting scheduled at short notice today. Learned that we have the great privilege of being the world headquarters at a to support important project. Now, the English translation's a little off. It says, what is the problem? Our brothers and sisters in Japan are currently struggling with a serious problem. A new minister, they're talking about the new government in Japan, which has only been in office for about a year, regrettably assumes that Jehovah's Witnesses' child-rearing practices harms children and even constitutes a type of child abuse. This is, of course, a worrying development. You see, this is how they're doing their letter. Now, how can you help? This is to all the congregations in the world. We're looking for positive statements from authorities, but also from experts such as school directors, teachers, professors, academics, etc., on the following topics. On the experience of raising children, parents who are Jehovah's Witness, that they're loving, caring, balanced upbringing, blah, blah, blah. For material for children and young people on JW.org, and about children of Jehovah's Witnesses are not conspicuous at school, but are exemplary, do not take drugs, are not criminals, are well integrated, balanced, etc., and about the positive contributions of our young people in society. Everyone that comes out of that organization has brain damage, and they need extensive therapy. I can say this from experience. I have 2 kids that won't talk to me. Families are broken up because of this religion, and it's shunning policies. The fear, it's like a form of terrorism within the congregation. They put the fear into everyone that they're going to get disfellowshipped, or that Armageddon's right around the corner, or the fear if you're a woman and having a baby and you have to have a cesarean section, you may have to die giving birth because you can't accept blood transfusion. So lots of fear all over the place in this religion. And this is why the world's coming down on them. So they're coming out and they're saying to the world, to their organization, saying, we would be pleased if you could join us in your respective areas. Function itself comments on these points. If possible, with an official one letterhead showing your comment role. So they want it on a letterhead. They don't want to put their crap on letterheads and send it out because they don't want culpability, but they want you as a JW to put it on a letterhead so you can be held liable. Now, fall, you perhaps colleagues or other people in this context should make well-founded statements. If yes, then contact these people, but please, as soon as possible, and ask for a written statement, if possible. Official letterhead, they said that twice. Important, capital letters. In the desired one statement, the statement that one makes, they don't have to be long. They should not refer to Japan. So don't refer to Japan, they're saying. But the wording should be kept rather general. And they're saying also it is best not to address a specific person, but rather to whom it may concern, or dear sir or madam, or to the responsible person. See, this is their letter writing crap. It's all phony. They're going to count time for this. Every Jehovah's Witness is going to start writing letters like this. They're not personal. They're telling the JW how to write the damn letter. It's not even from the heart. The Watchtower wants it this way. This is a cult. And folks, you can see it clearly in this letter. This cult is afraid. These cult members are afraid. Now, if you address outsiders, they say, you can make the request justly. The fact that in an Asian country, a new founded minister who has no experience with Jehovah. So here they are, they're making fun of the Japan's minister. So Japan's not going to like this. That minister's brand new, but he has a lot of experience and he knows what he's doing. And all these new ministers that are taken over, guess what, Watchtower? The old ones die off, the new ones come in. It's the second generation that's taken over, and they're going to cancel you, Watchtower, all over the world. This is the start. So Watchtower, they're afraid, and they're saying the European perspective would be helpful to them, as they have already been here for a long time, decades. So they're saying this is a new government. He doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, is what they're saying there. If I was a government reading that, that's how I would take it. Pretty insulting. So this is out in the public now, folks. This is not a private in-house Watchtower letter. None of their crap is private. It's all leaked. Half their members don't trust them. Half their members are PMO, and they're sending this stuff out. This is an organization that's falling apart, folks. Now here they're saying deadline. We need the statements within the next week. We consider it a privilege to be with you in this important efforts to work together and thus contribute to the defense and legal confirmation of the good news. That's not even quoted from Philippines 1 and 7, but they put that in there. It's not even in there. We'll look at it. Let's look at it right now. Okay, we're right at the Bible, Philippians 1 and 7. It says, "It is right for me to feel this way about you all, because I hold you in my heart." This is Paul talking to the letter to the Philippians, to the congregation. He was writing to them back then. So he says, it's right for me to feel this way because I hold you in my heart, for you are all partakers with me of grace, both in my imprisonment and in the defense and confirmation of the gospel. So you see, Paul was put in prison. Paul had to make a defense. So Watchtower, they think they're like Paul. They think they're like these original apostles, that they're putting themselves in that position. And so, because I hold you in my heart, for you are partakers with me of grace. They didn't have to write letters. There's nothing in here about them having to write letters. Is it right for me to feel this way because I hold you in my heart? You're all partakers with me of grace, both in my imprisonment and the defense confirmation. So he's not asking for the congregation to do anything, Paul. He's just saying, think about me. Hold me high in your heart while I go to court and fight for the good news. That's all he's saying. He's not asking anybody to do anything. But Watchtower, they twist this. They put a twist on all of this. So they like to quote scriptures, defense and legal confirmation of the good news. That's how they did it. So they go on to say, please do not make this matter the subject of your personal prayers. No, they say, please do make this matter the subject of your personal prayers. We are fully convinced that Jehovah, or Watchtower, will honor our joint efforts, and his name, or Watchtower's name, will be blessed. One more requested end. Treat the information, please. Keep it confidential and do not forward this email without consultation. So, folks, I hope the whole world can see this email, because everything that is hidden, everything that is secret will be revealed. That's what the Bible says. There's my scripture. So thank you very much, they say, for your valuable support. Your brothers, the branch office, Central Europe, public relations. So I don't know what you guys think, but they're worried. The Watchtower is worried. They have a big fight coming up, and they're trying to get everyone to send letters in, like the letter writing campaign, to show how wonderful of an organization it is to be a Jehovah's Witness. So that's what's going on at the other end of it. So, folks, it'll be interesting to see what happens next. This is the Human Rights Day. Germany is looking to Japan. I'll pin this article. It's a mile long. Everything is in it. The whole world is looking, Watchtower. The whole world is watching. It is time to panic. So we'll have to see what happens next. So stick with us, folks. We'll keep you posted on upcoming news, upcoming events, and all I can say is until next time, keep living your life with love. Bye for now.